So, hello guys. I just want to share my own discovery about Filament chart widget. So, this is all about filtering our data that we will gonna show on our graph. So, this is a sample chart using pi. First, I'm gonna show you how our data looks like. So currently, we have two entity, which is the student and the scores. So every student has multiple scores. So this is just for example, uh, sample only. So student has a name and a school. Scores has student ID and also the evaluation, which is the failed, pass, or evaluating. Evaluating means in process of evaluation if the student is failed or pass. So it's on the stage of identifying its evaluation. So as you can see, chart widget in the Filament version 3 has a git filters function. Excuse. As you can see here, one thing you have realized is that it is only limited. We can only filter one property at a time. So as you can see, if you want to use the year, or as you can see, for example here, I use the year. We can only filter it out with one property, which is the year. But what if we want to filter it with different property? Like for example, we want to filter it with school or filter it with the evaluation data. So here I have some example. This is not yet working, but I will show you how to implement it. So here I created a dashboard. We have a school and evaluation, which is input within a form. So in a dashboard page, I created a form. The form has to select inputs, which is the schools and evaluation. And as you can see, we have data here, options, static. Currently, for example, we just use the static one, but if we want to use based on database, we can query here and return our options. So here, for example, if we want to choose Lampalapidan, we want only the student scores with Lampalapidan schools. And if we want failed, we can only select the failed. We only want to show the failed scores. So this is how it works, guys. So I make the select input here at the form is I set it as live. So every update here is that it will refresh the instant of the page. And we also have the after state update. So every update of this input, this create is called. So as you can see here, this create is called. So what the create function do is that it will get the state of the form. So I use a logger here. So for example, if we want to update the school, as you can see, a data is being logged because we use the logger. So if we want to trigger the score chart, we need to use the dispatch and listener. So we need to create a dispatch here at the dashboard and a listener to our widget or widget component. So let's create a dispatch. So this is a love wire function. I already created a listener here. Let's name it update graph filter, and let send the form data as our parameter. So once dispatch, our graph will listen to that function and handle our payload. So let's first add a logger just to make sure that our listener is called or being triggered. So I use here. So let's gonna uncomment this, our logger at our dashboard side. Let's take a refresh and update our form, and let's see. So as you can see here, update graph filter is being triggered, a function inside our chart. So first thing we need to do is to handle the data that we want. So we have two data here, which is the evaluation and the school. So let's create a public school here. Set it first as empty string, the same as the evaluation. So what happened here in our listener is that we need to get the school value. So using data get, let's get the school value or the school element of the form, same as the evaluation. So evaluation, it should be form, and let's try to filter log, just to make sure if the data we are intended to have is really here. Evaluation, then let's go, let's start and clear our logger, lampa, and pass. As you can see, first we update the lampa or the school, then we have successfully triggered the data, or we have successfully passed the data from dashboard into our score chart. So what we will gonna do here is that we will, using the data we get from the form, we will gonna filter out our query. So I have a sample query here using the score. We have a row count where we count the failed, the pass, and the evaluating, and we set it as our data and our data sets, and set labels, as you can see. So this is how it goes. We're gonna use the when function. So when function, when this school has a data, so when a school has a data, we should create function inside here where the query and school param should be our parameter. So we are using our what column is this? School. So mali.